Hello and welcome to H311LORDS Mini. So, anyway, um, it's October, month of spooks, specters, and candy and all that. Love this month. Not just because it's my birthday on the 30th, hint hint, wink wink, anyway, because simply, the month is awesome, and I figured I'd share some of ghost, my ghost stories with you guys. Okay, so one night when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I had gotten up to get a drink. It's about 12, 1 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, from what I remember. And I go to get a drink. I walk into the kitchen. I thought I saw something moving in the shadows, and I just kind of shook it off, ignored it. Got my drink, went back, forgot to shut the door for the refrigerator, so I went back, and then I saw something standing in the in the doorway of the refrigerator. Light was hitting it. It looked like a person, but there was no facial features, nose, eyes, any of that. Just a black silhouette. It had its hand on the door, kind of, looking through the fridge. I didn't move, didn't make a noise. I was, I wasn't terrified. I just didn't know what the fuck was gonna do or what it was. But I know now it was a shadow person. They are, by some to be considered evil and all that. That's mostly Catholics and etc. But, but, mind you, most of the stories I've read, there are harmless ones that really they just kind of enjoy company, I guess. Or they just kind of stay out of sight, out of mind. Then there's the more aggressive ones, of course, more dangerous, I suppose. Then there are ones that, oddly enough, don't seem to notice us, which is pretty strange, actually. But they mostly stick to secluded, isolated places, woods, old buildings, etc. But I'll say this much: that night, I know I saw something. I wasn't seeing things. I know I saw something. And well, anyway, for about a couple of minutes, maybe about 5 minutes, the thing did not notice me. And when it finally did, the way it turned its head was just kind of like I spooked it. And after that, we just kind of stared at each other. I didn't move a muscle. It didn't move a muscle. If it had muscles, but I don't know. But we just stared blankly at each other for about another 5 minutes. Didn't move, didn't breathe, didn't try anything. Then it just kind of started awkwardly stepping backwards, like it had caught me doing, like it had cut, like I had caught it doing something. And it just kind of stepped back into the dark and disappeared, I guess, and haven't seen one since. I guess it's a good thing. Maybe it's there, maybe it's out of sight, out of mind, and maybe it's nothing. Anyway, my second ghost story. Actually, not even really a ghost story, just something that happened. When I was like 7 years old, we had these magnet toys. They used to put like these magnet sticks with like little metal balls. You could build stuff with them, and I just like to mess around with them and just make like little stick people and stuff. But so I'm in my parents' room with them playing. They're off doing whatever, and what happens is okay, I reach for like a yellow magnet or red magnet, whatever, and it floated up. Well, not even really floated, but like, okay, it's a little stick, so it's straight, and it does this, turns like this, goes perfectly vertical in the air, and then just darts toward the screen. I mean, darts toward the mirror that's in front of the bed. Hits that thing like a bullet. I think he put a crack in it, I think. I was like, fuck that. Nope, nope, nope. I ran the hell out of there. And yeah, I got fucking spooked after that. I did not like being in that room alone very much. Unless there was like someone in like the other room or whatever. And then, okay, then there's this one other time. Mind you, I wasn't actually around for this. I just heard about this. I was actually at my friend Cody's house, I believe. My sister and all her friends when she was like 15, 14, whatever. We're all hanging out, drinking, smoking, all that junk they did, not my problem. But, so, here's the thing, is that one of them brought over a fucking Ouija board. Why? I have no fucking idea. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a man of science and logic, but there's even shit I'm like, we shouldn't be doing this, guys. This is kind of cutting it close. I mean, even I have my boundaries, come on. And I don't fear the paranormal, I respect it. Cause if it's a power behind human muscle and mind, then obviously it deserves to either be feared or respected. Anyways, I started messing with it, asking questions, this and that, the other thing, how all those go. And I guess I tried to, stop the whole conversation, try to put the fucking board up, and shit started just getting flung off the walls and knocked down, and pictures getting thrown off the walls, and shit on the shelves just being slung across the room. It scared the piss out of them. And I just fucking hope it didn't have something to do with my nightmares a couple days after I got back. And there was one experience my friend, a family friend of ours, Kevin. Actually, there's another story involving Kevin, but I'll say that for another podcast. But okay, yeah. So he and a couple other friends of ours came over to the house and began smoking, drinking, talking, having a few laughs. And I'm just sitting there. I'm not drinking or nothing. I don't do that. I'm just sitting there talking, laughing, joking, whatever. And Kevin has to go and leave. He has to go to work. So of course we say, "All right, man." And he leaves. About 30, 40 minutes later, he comes back in, busting through the door, hollering, trying to catch his breath, wheezing. The look on his face was absolute freaking terror. Like, I'm not joking you. Like, drunk fear is one thing, but that was just genuine fear. Mind you, the man only had like one drink, okay? And it wasn't like he was like a lightweight. This guy could drink. So he was, he still had his faculties about him. So anyway, we calm him down. I am even got on the soda. And he starts telling us about how he was trying to take a shortcut nearby my house, nearby some old, I guess you could say, relics from the old Civil War days. I guess what would be old slave shacks. I don't like the thought of it, but they're there. But anyway, he said he tried to go down that path because he said he thought he went to like one of his friend's backyard or something like that. He could just kind of go to his friend's house and just change, come back and go to work. And so he goes, he said he got almost all the way down the path actually, and this is a pretty long path. And so Okay, so he gets down there. He gets to a shack nearby, I guess like an old barn. And he said he started to hear whispering, and he started to hear footsteps and talking. Felt like someone was watching him. And then he said he just heard running toward him from behind him. He turned around and there was this big black mist or fog or whatever you want to call it. He said he felt threatened, like something wanted to murder him. He screamed, he said. He screamed like a motherfucker, ran all the way off that trail, back on the road, past like two of my neighbors' houses. Mind you, I'm kind of out in the sticks where I am. Houses are kind of far apart. And then there was and then there's the whole issue of this steep hill like that like leads up to my house. He ran all the way up that shit and came back to my house. So I just said, fuck it, I can miss a day. He stayed pretty much the rest of the time until everyone finally went home. I genuinely believe something happened to him because, I can tell, drunkenness and hallucination, but that was pure fucking fear on the man's face. That wasn't drunken bullshit. That was just genuine fear. Anyway, I guess by the time to wrap up, it's almost 15 minutes, and, love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to, leave a comment, subscribe maybe. I'm not gonna force you. You can do it if you want to. And, I'll be recording the second episode very soon. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me. Deuces.